Hey, doing everybody, this is PND51010, and today we're going to be looking at basically a video I've done before. It's the Jason Bartley video, but we're revisiting it because I think it's extremely important in that, the type of shapeshifting that it's depicting, which is, I believe, the belt-like malfunction. There's a belt-like device that these beings wear, and I guess it's not just reptilians, because it can transmit, any type of form over the being's true form, so I guess if you or I were to wear one of them, I guess we can transmit any type of alien form over ourselves as well. I guess it's programmable, I don't know. But I think this video is important because it shows that device malfunctioning. And what you're looking at here is basically the guy in the, if you've seen the video, the guy in the beginning, the guy gives James Bartley's introduction, and I believe it's a complete mask failure. And you can see the eye. I mean, I don't know. Well, it looks like teeth and a mouth. I mean, that's what it resembles to me. I mean, it's complete, like, failure. I'll show you. We'll view it over time here. And the reason why I'm doing it again is because now there's so many things that we missed, in the original one, because I didn't have the downloader and we couldn't view it a true frame by frame, but now we can, and we can see so much more. So that's why we're revisiting, all the videos that are the best, that I think are the most important. And you see how it then morphs. It snaps back even after, within one frame it snaps back. It seems like the shape-shifting or the device gets to a point where it's completely undiscernible. You can't even tell a human face, and then when you think it can't get any worse, it snaps back, and then the cycle repeats itself. You'll see here. Let me just shut up so we can get into this. And also, you'll be able to see the hand. I'm going to show some instances of the reptilian hand. See? Snaps back. Gets worse. You can see the whole right part of his face is starting to disintegrate or dissipate. And you can see the eye part is just very anomalous. His right part of his eye. Alright, I gotta pay attention to his hand as well, because his hand shows some good examples, like I said previously. Alright, let's pay attention to his hand here. Oh no, it's not that hand, I'm sorry. It's this hand. And you can see it's completely morphed out. See how it snaps back? The face is also very anomalous as well, if you even want to call that a face. Let's pay attention to the hand here. We're going to look at this guy for a while, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes more, and then we're going to look at James Bartley, because he's also got some good examples of what I think is the same exact that's happening on this guy. Same examples. Then it becomes like completely invisible. Alright, we'll focus on the face until the hand comes back into view. Boom, and then it snaps back again for the third time. After a while, it doesn't even resemble a face. It's just a crude representation meant to obscure the being's true form from showing. And you don't know who's at this conference. You could be in front of no one. Unless you were there yourself. You could never know. Camera's on him the whole time. Alright, let's focus on the hand now because it's back into view and it's a normal, somewhat normal shot of it. See how it starts to deteriorate? Now it starts to look like a skeleton hand. It snaps back to somewhat normal. Alright, it's out of view. Alright, so let's get back to his face here for a couple more frames. I'm going to skip forward some so we can see some different anomalies. Boom, and you can see here's a shot of it at its worst point. At one of its, the points where it's worse. Look at his hand here. Let me fix this. I'm sorry, I apologize for this camera so much. If you've seen this stand, you would think me a pro at handling the camera because it's got two legs and I gotta hold it and zoom in and narrate and I'm doing 10 things at once here. And here you can see the hand. Seems like a piece of it, the flesh tone is ripped away in his mid-wrist area. And that happens a lot. You see the green hue, which is, overwhelmingly present. Alright, let's watch his hand here again while we can, because in a couple minutes I want to show James Bartley. Even though this guy's the more interesting subject. See how a piece of the masking fails right there? A whole block of it? Again, it corrects itself. I should be in bed right now because I worked 13 hours today, again. But I just had to do this before I went to sleep. I don't know, we might just focus on this guy the whole time, because he's got the most interesting anomalies on him. I mean, James Bartley's is good too, but this guy is just, I think, the more important one to focus on here. I really want him to put his hand back up because he's got his hand behind his back. Now look at the face. It doesn't even look like him anymore. I don't. Looks like some overgrown baby with one tooth. See how the main face area, eyes, nose, and mouth keep morphing into different facial structures to the point where it looks like a completely different person. It never stays consistent. Alright, let's fast forward a little bit. Maybe he moves his hand. And he does. So let's focus on it. And this is him exiting the stage. Alright, let's get to James Bartley now. And here, as soon as James Bartley steps on, you see him start to shapeshift. You see that? I think they zoom closer in on him, I forget. I will for the time being. Oh, that's the shot with the hand, I think. Let's go back a tiny bit. Focus on the hand region. See the face start to go. No, that's not the one. There's another one where you can see the complete hand mask failure. And then the camera zooms further out for a couple seconds. Let's zoom in a little bit. We only got a couple more minutes left, but at least we were able to see a lot more because of the frames. And somebody walks in front of the camera. You got 1 minute left. And you see in this frame here, the sclera turns red, or what's supposed to be the white part of the eye. See how it turns somewhat red, and the green hue around the temple, the upper left part of his head. Fast forwarding it. Alright everyone, be well and be at peace.